Have you ever found yourself thinking about someone, the very person who hurt you the most? You know, the one who broke your heart, disappointed you, or maybe even betrayed your trust. And yet, somehow, you miss them. You miss them in a way that makes no sense to anyone else and sometimes even to yourself. If this sounds familiar, don't worry, you're not alone. Today, we're going to dig into this strange, frustrating, and honestly very human feeling. Why we miss people who hurt us the most. And trust me, by the end, you might even find yourself laughing at your own brain a little. Let's start with the obvious. Pain and memory are weirdly sticky. When someone hurts us, it's not just an emotional wound, it is like a high-definition imprint in our brains. Your brain thinks, whoa, important event here, must remember. And suddenly, even the tiniest memory of that person may be the way they laughed, the way they made your coffee just right, or the sound of their voice gets replayed on a loop. Think about it like this. Imagine you're watching a movie. The villain does something horrible, right? But because the villain is so dramatic and powerful, they're the character you remember most. Now replace the movie with your own life, and boom, you've got your ex, your toxic friend, or that coworker who made your life miserable, starring as the unforgettable villain. Another reason is emotional addiction. Yes, I said addiction. Our brains release dopamine, the feel-good chemical, when we experience strong emotions, even if those emotions are negative. So, every fight, every argument, every moment of drama with that person spikes your dopamine. It's like emotional junk food. You know it's bad for you, but oh, that rush feels oddly satisfying. And just like junk food, your brain craves it again. But there's more. Sometimes, it is not the person themselves. It's the version of ourselves that existed when we were with them. Maybe we laughed more, loved harder, or even just felt alive in some way. Missing them can really be missing that version of yourself. It's like saying, I miss feeling me when I was with you, which is, admittedly, a little bittersweet. And here's a funny thing. Humans have this weird tendency called cognitive dissonance. Basically, our brain hates it when things don't make sense. So when someone hurts us, our mind goes into overdrive trying to reconcile. Why did I love them? Why did I care? Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe they didn't mean it. And in the process, you end up replaying memories over and over, mixing the good with the bad, until your heart starts missing them. Even though your brain is screaming, what are you doing? Ever noticed how you sometimes scroll through old texts or social media, fully knowing it'll make you sad? That's exactly this. Your brain is like, I know this will hurt, but maybe, just maybe, there's a tiny dopamine hit hidden in there. Spoiler alert, there usually is. And let's not forget nostalgia. Painful memories often come wrapped in nostalgia. Maybe it was a summer night. Maybe it was a cozy cafe. Maybe it was the smell of rain after a fight. Your brain loves to romanticize the past, especially the messy, complicated parts. You might remember their smile, but forget the yelling, the lying, or the heartbreak. Suddenly, it feels like you're missing a storybook version of them, not the person who actually hurt you. Here's an everyday example. Imagine you're drinking coffee, scrolling through photos of an old partner, and suddenly you remember that time they made pancakes for you on a Sunday morning. Delicious, right? Your brain immediately fast-forwards past the times they ignored you, forgot your birthday, or left you crying on the couch. And now, surprise, you miss them. But here's the twist. Missing them doesn't mean you want them back. It just means your brain is still processing, still trying to make sense of the chaos, the emotions, the good and the bad. Missing someone is your mind's way of saying, hey, we've got feelings here. Let's sort them out slowly. And over time, as you process the hurt, the missing fades, or at least, it changes shape. So, what can we do about it? First, accept it. Don't beat yourself up for missing someone who hurt you. That's like blaming yourself for forgetting to breathe. It's natural. Second, focus on yourself. Rediscover the version of you that doesn't need validation from someone else. And third, laugh a little. Seriously. Life is too short to be mad at your own brain for being weirdly nostalgic about a toxic ex or a frustrating friend. And hey, if you ever feel yourself missing that person again, Just remember, your brain is a drama queen. It loves stories. It loves villains. And it loves emotional roller coasters. But you get to ride it while eating popcorn, safe in the knowledge that the drama is just in your head. So the next time you find yourself missing someone who hurts you, don't panic. Take a deep breath. Pour yourself a cup of coffee, or tiefshu ri. Fancy and remember. It's okay. You're human. Your brain is messy. Your heart is messy. And sometimes, missing someone is just part of the process of becoming stronger, wiser, and maybe even a little funnier about life. Because here, as the real secret, the people who hurt us the most, Dan T, get to stay in our hearts forever. But they do teach us something invaluable, the art of moving on, the beauty of self-respect, and the strange, funny, sometimes painful magic of being human. And that, my friends, is why we miss people who hurt us the most.